Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, October 7th, 2023. The 27th Annual Morongo Basin Orchid Festival is at Gubler's Orchids today and tomorrow. Chris Gubler of Gubler Orchids stopped by Z107.7 to chat with Gary Dagneau about this year's festival. In addition to letting plant lovers tour the orchid facility, the event is a major fundraiser for Morongo Basin nonprofits who are invited to set up booths outside of the nursery.
The goal of the festival is to have these nonprofits showcase what they do. And so every purchase that you make, you get a Rotary Buck. Rotary Bucks are basically votes for the nonprofits. We tabulate that, and then the top 3 vote getters get a majority of the proceeds, and then we take the rest of those and we guarantee at least $1 for every Rotary Buck, but generally it's more than that.
The event has also become known as a food and drink destination, with Orchid Beer, a novel and popular beverage available only at the Orchid Festival.
Well, we have the barbecue from Loving Smoke, Jorge's Barbecue. We have gourmet hamburgers this year that are going to be available. We have hot dogs, ice cream. The Landers Elementary School has their funnel cakes. And, you know, they do a tremendous business with that funnel cake. It's one of their big fundraisers of the year.
The festival is taking place today from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2200 Belfield Boulevard in Landers. Admission and parking is free. If you're hearing this right now, the MDLT Fall Native Plant Sale is either in full swing or finished up, but almost certainly sold out as each season's sale grows in size and popularity. Native plants are resilient in hot weather, requiring less watering and maintenance once they are established in the ground. They thrive from things that we have in abundance, like full year-round sun and hot, dry years, even if they need a little help getting established at first. If you're still vibing on native plants or missed out on the plant sale today, the Morongo Basin Conservation Association just released a short but informative video on the MDLT, their seed bank, and Waterwise Gardens, and the efforts being made to save, sort, and sow native seeds here in the Mojave Desert. Directed by the Morongo Basin Conservation Association with major funding by the Mojave Water Agency, the film is directed by the MBCA with major funding by the Mojave Water Agency, and it features new footage of the Trust's work along with interviews with directors and volunteers.
For people at home who are wanting to start a desert-wise landscape, what I would recommend is coming to our plant sales and definitely starting with native plants. The desert is no different from any other place where people garden, in that there are many different microclimates and soil types depending on where you live. So no one plant is going to be the right plant for every garden.
We'll have a link to that video and other Waterwise gardening info at this story on our website, z1077fm.com. Theater 29 debuted Roald Dahl's The Witches last night at a gala event. The opening night gala was a fundraiser for the theater, which had extensive upgrades and repairs over the summer. The Witches is a faithful adaptation of Roald Dahl's classic story about a young boy who accidentally discovers a secret society of witches. The play is a not-too-scary Halloween treat for all ages, and the show runs through October 22nd. For tickets and more information on the show, you can visit theater29.org. The Black Rock Art Gallery has a brand new exhibition that opened last night. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas joins us and tries not to get too sentimental.
A new art exhibition at the Black Rock Art Gallery features works of Joshua Tree-based artist Margot Walter. Sentimental is an exhibition of photographs in which the artist has photographed sections of the landscape, printed them onto fabric, and then sewn them into outfits and drapery. The artist inserts their body, covered in the prints, into the landscape to form simple, targeted visual interventions. Using camouflage techniques to garner a second glance, it encourages the practice of looking more than once at one's surrounding environment. There'll be an opening reception on Friday, October 6th, from 5 to 7 p.m. The exhibition will run from October 6th through January 5th at the Black Rock Art Gallery in the Black Rock Nature Center, located at 9800 Black Rock Canyon Road, Yucca Valley. The building is open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 12 noon to 4 p.m. Entrance is free. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
Thanks, Charlie. We'll have a feature on some hikes out of the Black Rock Campground on the Sunday edition of Z107.7 News. Well, the next 3 weekends, the entirety of the high desert will be buzzing with artist studios open to the public. The annual Highway 62 Open Studio Art Tours returns for its 22nd year, and it's an amazing opportunity to visit artists' homes, studios, and many unique desert settings that Morongo Valley artists use to create art in a variety of mediums. There are 176 artists at 125 studios dotted around the desert, and they've opened their doors to the public for perusal and purchasing of artwork that's unique to our area. The studio art tours are a great way to get out and see parts of the desert you may not be familiar with, even if you're a longtime local. To get a full understanding of the variety of art and artists on display, the Highway 62 Open Studio Art Tours have released this year's catalog, which is available digitally, but for casual browsing and planning, using both the free print version and the online map is the way to go. Every studio is represented by full-color photographs and information on the artist and their work, and a Google map with all the studios marked will help you and your friends hit as many studios as possible. We'll have links to the Highway 62 Open Studio Art Tours website, along with a digital catalog and a Google map. That's all going to be at our website, Z107.7fm.com. Tomorrow at the Veterans of Foreign Wars in Joshua Tree, they're holding a chicken fried breakfast special. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you can grab some breakfast grub and enjoy some good company at the VFW. If chicken fried steak isn't your thing, don't worry, they'll have other breakfast items as well. That starts at 9 a.m. sharp at the VFW, located at 7402 Veterans Way in beautiful, bustling downtown Joshua Tree. The Landers Open Air Market will be out on Sunday from 8 a.m. to 12 noon at the Moose Lodge in Landers. Stop on by. The lodge will have their usual Sunday breakfast from 8:30 to 10, followed by a pool tournament at 11. The parking lot will have an eclectic mix of vendors and handcrafted goods and homemade treats. Vending space is free to anyone wanting to attend. Come on out and bring some items to sell. The holidays are just around the corner, and local marketplaces like the Landers Open Air Market is a great way to support local community and get some unique items here in the high desert. That's this Sunday from 8 to noon at 5266 Ricci Road in Landers. If you've started your fall cleaning, then the Friends of the Yucca Valley Library will be accepting donations of small electronics throughout the month of October. They're accepting electronics smaller than a VCR. We're talking about cell phones, video games, tablets, stereos, or other small electronics that may just be taking up space at your place. All donations and sales made by the Friends of the Yucca Valley Library go right back to the Yucca Valley branch to help with special programs and purchases. If you'd like to donate your small electronics to the Friends of the Yucca Valley Library, you can visit their website. It's www.yuccavalleyfol.org. And that's your local news. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.